Ravi, as the world hangs on tenterhooks, waiting to see if a volatile ceasefire between Iran and Israel will hold, former federal and local law enforcement and private security experts say police are on peak alert, conducting a 24/7 threat assessment.
Passing trains, packed buses, and city sidewalks are all under constant surveillance.
Stop Israeli war crimes!
As Americans rally en masse against action in the Middle East, it's Homeland Protection that has ABC7's law enforcement expert on edge.
Just because there is a ceasefire does not mean that there will not be soft targets throughout the United States. And I think law enforcement and the public needs to be very vigilant over the next several days and weeks.
Those days and weeks are chock full of active outdoor large-scale summer events in Chicago. To ABC7's police affairs consultant, those events are seen as prime targets.
You can't go into parts of Millennial Park without going through metal detectors, without being searched. But that doesn't stop vehicle-borne devices or a large vehicle ramming through a crowd of people.
Chicago police told the IT Monday, quote, "While there is no actionable intelligence in Chicago at this time, we are closely communicating with our federal and state partners. That includes the Statewide Terrorism and Intelligence Center, or STIC, where the I-Team has had rare access to see the 24/7 Threat Assessment Center in action."
There are fusion centers or intelligence centers in every major police department in every state, and there's a great intelligence sharing network that goes on.
Law enforcement and their intelligence divisions are monitoring social media. They're monitoring email chatter. They're trying to find out if there are any bad actors out there.
ABC News has learned the FBI is now reallocating potentially thousands of agents away from immigration enforcement work to focus on these kinds of cyber threats. Just last week, cell phone video captured FBI agents assisting with an immigration operation in Elgin. Now agents will try and zero in on the sector that plagues law enforcement around the clock.
It's the lone wolf terrorist, the individual who's radicalized and has decided to take action on his radical beliefs.
The Department of Homeland Security released a bulletin over the weekend warning of foreign terror organizations calling for violence against U.S. assets and people in the Middle East. But law enforcement says that could be entirely separate from individuals inspired to commit politically motivated violence on a much smaller scale, like many of the attacks we've seen recently.